guys, welcome back to my home, and this is my music room. I'm sitting here next to my beautiful piano, which basically now is a glorified puzzle board. It serves the purpose well, actually, because I can close the door and avoid my cats coming in here, at least for the most part. I'd like to talk to you about what it takes for a concertmaster to prepare for a season like the one in Santa Fe. So for this year, this is what I've been doing. So basically, 2 weeks after I got hired, my first phone call was to the librarian. Laura, she's amazing, really fun to work with. And what we start talking about when the music is coming in. So the first step for me is to look through all the music that we're playing in the summer and put in bowings, which are basically like which direction we're going to be moving the bow, because we all want to do that in sync. After I'm finished with it, it goes to the next string principals, and they look through it and compare so that we're all really lining up and doing the same thing. So now that entails a couple steps for me because I have never played Tristan and Isolde, which is the big one. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes of music. That's a lot. My next step is I get a recording and I start listening to the pieces and start kind of just so that I can make a really informed decision about how we're going to play it as an orchestra. And that changes then once the rehearsals come into being because I don't know the conductors and the dynamics can totally change, or what's needed can be different from what I'm even imagining just seeing it. But it is the first step. And so that takes a long time. So by the time I get the music and send it back to Laura, and it takes a while. In fact, I just finished bowing the last piece, which was M Butterfly, our premiere, about 3 weeks ago. That's how long we've been in communication about getting these bowings and the music prepped. The next step is to really getting to know the music. Okay, so I'm listening to recordings. I actually have vocal scores, which, as you know from the previous video, I was a singer, so I love opera and I love knowing what's going on. You know, I speak German and English and a little bit of French, but a lot of times it's hard to understand, especially from the pit, what they're talking about. And so I really like to know what's going on. And that also, I mean, keep in mind, as a pit orchestra, we are, 90% of the time we're accompanying the singers. So it is helpful, especially as a leader, as a concertmaster, as a principal, to know what's going on stage. I like to have that, I like to be that step ahead of just knowing my own part. So that's the next step for me. Then in the example of M Butterfly, which is the new premiere, which I'm really excited about, I get to talk to the composer. So I had a couple questions. I got the first violin part, and contemporary composers often use different tools than I'm used to. From different types of slides to different types of even sounds that were to create with the instrument. And so I had some questions. So I was able to call him and have a really great conversation about a couple things that I really wanted to clarify before we start rehearsing. That way, not only do I know it, but I can put it in my part for other people to have an in as well. So I'm doing that, and when that's finalized, then the final step is practicing, which, you know, Santa Fe schedule is very, very busy, and it's very taxing, and operas take a lot out of you. It's a lot of playing. They're longer than just, say, a symphony concert. So my goal is to really know these pieces before I even get to day one of the rehearsals. That way I have time to kind of grow, or if things need to be changed, then there's a lot of time and wiggle room to actually make those changes without me having to practice and learn notes, obviously. So, and of course, right now, we're all still kind of stuck at home, so it's the perfect time to really prepare these wonderful pieces and to really get to know them well. And I think that's going to make the season, the summer, even more fun. So that's kind of my work. Right now, I'm focusing mainly on Rusalka and Wagner, just simply because they're long and there's a lot of notes to learn, and I'm really just trying to get the music to feel natural. So that's what I'm doing, and I can't wait to see you all this summer. Thanks, bye.